11. Part 11 is going to deal with military. The reason why is because this is not on any of our sheets or forms. However, Legal Shield does cover military and veterans. A lot of people do not know that they are covered by Legal Shield through our family and individual plans. JAG. Why do I have to go over JAG? Because JAG only covers military matters or some way that is going through a court-martial. JAG will not and does not handle civilian or non-military matters. They will give you a brief counseling, but they do not cover any non-military or civilian matters. They will always refer you to get an attorney on your own at your own expense, no matter what the situation is, if it is not military or non-military related. Okay? Example. Once you're out of the military, there are no longer any military matters that they can handle. JAG has to be licensed and certified in the states that you're in. However, they are certified in no states. So in order to get a JAG representative will not happen. They will have you get an attorney on your own at all times. I did write up a brief thing about JAG. Judge Advocate General, also known as JAG or JAG Corps, refers to the legal branch, a specialty of military concerned with military justice and military law. Okay? They do not cover civilian law or non-military law. So a lot of guys, when they get out, they have a lot of Veterans Affairs problems, VA problems. Legal Shield, not JAG, can call and send letters to the Veterans Affairs on your behalf. If you get a medical discharge from the military or a less than honorable discharge, Legal Shield, not JAG, will go to fight for you in your defense and get yours moved from a less than honorable discharge to an honorable discharge in certain situations, in certain cases. Why is this a big deal? It also is a big deal for what kind of benefits you get from the VA and what kind of offers you get when you're out in the real world. If you're looking for a job and you do not have an honorable discharge, more than likely you will not get a job of your choice, because just like a college education, they're going to look at your military record. If your military record is tarnished, then a job site, a business, will take that into a negative consideration, and your chances of getting that job will narrow. Okay? Some people use the military to help them get their CDLs. We can help. Legal Shield. Now, for everybody that is active or that's in the National Guard, Reserves, or in the IRR, and you get activated, your families are left at home. They need military representation anywhere from speeding tickets, parking tickets, there may be documents or contracts. Legal Shield, they're already covered with your Legal Shield plan. Now, if you're overseas and you're active duty, our 24/7 emergency assistance will kick in for you automatically, because our system in Legal Shield, everything when you're deployed is an emergency and Legal Shield dies, and they will put you directly through an attorney no matter what time, day or night, no matter what your situation, if you are deployed in the military. Now, we can help you with so many things. Remember, JAG will not help you. We can help. We're going to give you a discount on pre-existing situations, but JAG will not. JAG does not help with divorces. We at least help with uncontested divorces. Okay? There are so many things that we've helped military members for. They have no clue that we help them when the regular military does not. They only cover military matters or military court-martials. When your families are not within base, or they're in the interior of the United States and not on any active duty base, or even when they are, and they have a civilian matter come up, they have to get a civilian lawyer. With Legal Shield, you already have those lawyers. And you're paying less than $1 a day for that service. The other thing, which I'll get into, and I will put this again on the back end of our identity theft, is the government has been breached. All veterans, all active duty military personnel's information identities have been stolen. Right now, it's not that big of a deal because the companies and these businesses and these crooks that steal our identities, what they do is they sit on them for years because they know that the government will give some type of free identity theft service. The problem is that identity theft service only lasts for 1 year to 2 years after the breach occurred. Once that happens, everybody now has a false sense of security that they're covered when they're not. So when your identity is breached, your social security number is used, your credit cards are used, bank accounts are open, businesses are opened up in your name, illegal aliens vote in your name, all these different things that you don't think can happen are happening to you. You are in a false sense of security that you're covered when you are not. Identity Shield and Legal Shield can cover you and help protect you and prevent these situations from happening. Okay? So remember this. Just because you're covered for 1 year doesn't mean that you are out of harm's way. In fact, it gives you a very false sense of protection, and you're actually more vulnerable. Now remember this. If you're a veteran or an active duty military personnel and the government bought you identity theft protection, just like your gear, just like all the bombs and the missiles and the housings and everything else that the government buys, they bid out the contracts to the lowest bidder for the lowest price for the cheapest as they can go. And that's the kind of, you get what you pay for in the identity theft field. As an individual, military, for an individual, for identity theft package, it's $9.95 a month. For a family, meaning you, domestic partner, and all your kids, is $19.95 a month. Now, if you get it through your Reserve, National Guard, and stuff like that, you actually get it cheaper. But remember, you get what you pay for, and if in the military you're not paying for it, then you're not protected. Let's face it, they can't protect their own servers, more or less protect every single veteran and military and retiree that's out there. We can help you, and we're going to give you 100% of what we can do. And our company is actually the company that used to guard NASA and everything else. It's a company called Kroll. K-R-O-L-L. For any questions, ask me. But the next segment is over our identity theft and our identity theft services, why we can never be beaten, why we're the only company that has in-house private investigators, and why we're in so many different countries protecting people's identities.